All right, hello everyone and welcome. All right, hello everyone and welcome to our final session of the SCID Compass Summit for 2022. My name is Emma Mertens and I'm the Program Manager of Community Relations at IDF. Leading this session alongside me is Karen Rohr, Communications Manager of Population Health. We are so excited to walk you through the SCID Compass website and show you how to find and take advantage of all Oops, sorry everyone for those technical difficulties. We are back now. All right. So as I said, joining me for this session is Karen Rohr. She is the Communications Manager of Population Health, and we're going to be walking you through the SCID Compass website today. A brief disclaimer before we get started. Please remember the information presented during this forum is not intended to be a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. We're here today as a trusted source and friend to provide you with information. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with questions concerning a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay seeking it based on information presented during an educational forum or event. As you heard in our opening session, this project launched in late 2018 and has evolved into the full-fledged educational program it is today, SCID Compass. IDF's SCID Compass program is designed to guide parents of infants diagnosed with SCID, people living with SCID, and the medical community through the journey of learning about this rare, life-threatening medical disorder and to find support to navigate the health challenges along the way. SCID Compass is supported by a grant through the Health Resources and Services Administration, or HRSA, which is an agency of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. SCID Compass was developed through a partnership between the Immune Deficiency Foundation, RTI International, and the Association of Public Health Laboratories, with support from Expecting Health and the SCID Angels for Life Foundation. In addition to our incredible grant partners, so many IDF staff members have contributed to the success of the SCID Compass program. Here are some of the team members who work most closely with the SCID community today. I'm sure you'll see some familiar faces on there. And on that note, I'm going to turn it over to Karen, who is going to walk us through some of the highlights of the SCID Compass website, many of which she helped bring to life.
Well, thank you, Emma. Appreciate that introduction. So on this slide, this kind of shows the SCID Compass website. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Karen Rohr. I'm the Communications Manager of Population Health, and I have worked with SCID Compass program for 3 years now. So I'd like to start off by saying that the cornerstone of the SCID Compass program is really our website, scidcompass.org. The website offers a robust variety of online and printable resources for those who want to learn more about SCID or share information with SCID with others. The website is comprehensive and it covers topics that are designed to help families cope with SCID at every stage, from diagnosis to treatment to post-treatment to recovery. And though the website is designed to inform parents and families, it's also extremely helpful for providers who may not know much about this rare condition. And in fact, we have some materials specifically for providers, including links to medical research. Also, scidcompass.org is available in several languages, including English, Spanish, French, German, Portuguese, and Tagalog. I'd also like to add that we launched SCID Compass 2.5 years ago. And since then, we've been adding to it and improving upon it regularly with help from our partners. And the impact of the website is apparent when you examine website use statistics for the last month. So over the last 30 days, we've had over 2,900 page views on the website, and 74% of those have come from Google searches. Clicking through the various pages, so people are really visiting the site and wanting to learn more about SCID, and then that's evident from the statistics. And we also see when you look at the Google Analytics that people from all over the world are visiting the website. We know that people from India, Australia, several European countries, the Philippines, South Korea, Mexico, Canada, and of course, the United States are visiting SCIDcompass.org. So it's really an important website across the globe. Next slide, please. So this is the journey map. The SCID Journey Map was created in conjunction with SCID Compass partner RTI International. The framework of the SCID Journey Map, which is diagnosis, pre-treatment, treatment, post-treatment, and the new normal, was created based on interviews of families whose children have SCID. And the Journey Map, in turn, informed the structure of and the content of the website. So it was really an integral part of the research conducted by SCID Compass to understand how best to serve the SCID community. And I think I'm pretty proud of the fact that the website itself is informed by parent needs. So it's there just for the parents. Next slide, please. On the website, we also have the SCID Compass Toolkit, and it is in PDF form, which means it can be read on the website or you can print it out in a hard copy. The toolkit is really a guidebook that highlights the main topics on the website, and it also includes the important resources that are on the website. And it's available in 12 different languages. Next slide, please. So what exactly is in the toolkit? Well, you'll find short chapters devoted to each of the 6 stages of the SCID journey. And then you will find SCID fact sheets, one designed for parents and families and one designed for providers. You'll also find the SCID family planning guide, which helps parents and families determine, how they want to move forward with their family planning after they have a child with SCID. It also includes the chapter from the IDF handbook on SCID. And it also includes the guide to hematopoietic stem cell transplant, which is bone marrow transplant, and that's the accepted treatment for SCID. So I think the great thing about the toolkit is that it contains all the information you would need to know about SCID in one easy to access location. And it can be printed and distributed to providers or other family members, or just kept on file by the families. Next slide, please. So this is our page on pre-treatment conditioning. It's a really important section of the website. And it was created in collaboration with our partner, RTI International. First, I just want to explain that conditioning for SCID basically involves, for bone marrow transplant treatment involves using chemotherapy or other drugs to suppress the child's immune system and make room for the donated stem cells, which eventually establish a healthy immune system in the baby. So this is sometimes it's done and sometimes it's not done. It depends on how the physicians want to move forward. And the parents have a lot of questions about conditioning. So this page is created really based on parent needs. Again, this was completely parent informed, all the question and answers here on the pre-treatment conditioning page. Okay, next slide, please. We also have a series of animated videos, and they were created thanks to our partners at Genetic Alliance Expecting Health. So these videos follow the story of the Fisher family and baby Lamb's experience after being diagnosed with SCID through newborn screening. The animated videos are each about 1 to 2 minutes long, and they simplify what really can be an overwhelming diagnosis. Each video describes in basic terms what to expect during each stage of the SCID journey. And they really are wonderful resources. I highly recommend taking a few minutes out to watch them. Next slide, please. Also on the website, we have several family Q&As with the parents of children with SCID. I've had the pleasure to interview families about their journeys with SCID, and I created Q&As that match up with each stage of the SCID journey. And just we're incredibly grateful to all the parents and individuals who were willing to open up and tell us their stories. And I think that it's really contributed to the quality and depth of the website, and it's going to help guide other parents through the challenging diagnosis of SCID. So it's a great addition. And again, I appreciate all the time and effort that the parents took to answer my questions. Next slide, please. Finally, we have the blogs. I write several blogs a month dedicated simply to SCID. I would say there's probably close to 100 blogs on the SCID website at this point in time. And some of the topics include, we have a lot of feature stories on persons with SCID. We have research studies on SCID treatments. There are blogs about the importance of long-term follow-up, updates on new treatment options, stories on SCID variants in certain communities. There are blogs on SCID and telehealth, SCID and newborn screening, SCID and COVID-19, SCID and cognitive outcomes. There are blogs addressing mental health, support for siblings, and also studies on parent and patient perspectives, blogs on support for infants in the family, and profiles on nonprofits dedicated to helping families. So there's a wide variety of blogs on the website. And I think that pretty much covers all of my part of the resources. Emma, I will hand it back to you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Karen. All right, so as many of you know, SCID Compass also offers monthly free webinars for the SCID community. Presenters and topics are different each month, and we've had the pleasure of working with some of the top SCID doctors and clinicians in the nation to offer these programs to the community. We are taking a little break in July after the summit, but we'll resume Lunch and Learns in August with Drs. Manish Butte and Victoria Dimitriades as we look at B-cell reconstitution and infusion for SCID. We also have videos of all of our past Lunch and Learns and Summit presentations up on the SCID Compass website, in addition to a SCID Compass series of IDF's Have You Heard podcast. You can listen to episodes straight from the SCID Compass website or find us on Apple Podcasts. We also want to make sure you know about all of our opportunities for connections and support within the PI community and SCID community. IDF offers virtual caregiver support groups as well as parent get connected groups. If you're interested in checking out one of these groups, you can reach out to Free Mofor, IDF's Manager of Support Services. All right, so as we wrap up our fourth and final summit, where do we go from here? Although the SCID Compass grant is closing at the end of July, SCID Compass resources and programming will live on. We will continue to offer monthly SCID Lunch and Learns and help to connect newly diagnosed families and individuals with information and resources. You heard from Cal SCID in today's first session about their focus on long-term follow-up for SCID, and we will be continuing that partnership well into next year. In fact, we will be offering more long-term follow-up focused Lunch and Learns, 2 more this fall and 3 more in 2023. This summer, we will be releasing a questions to ask your healthcare provider resource, as well as an animated video about navigating family planning. If you joined our earlier session with Brianne from Expecting Health, you heard a little preview of that. In July, we're hosting a SCID Education Day for the Amish and Mennonite community in partnership with the Clinic for Special Children in Strasburg, PA, bringing experts in SCID and hard copies of resources to this underserved community. We want to close by saying that all IDF programming is truly guided by the individuals and families we serve, and so we hope you will take our very brief program evaluation survey, which we will email out to all attendees after the summit. And lastly, we hope to see you back for our annual PI conference taking place this fall from October 6th to the 8th. And finally, we want to give one last thank you to our incredible grant partners without whom the success of this program would have been possible. It has been such an honor to work with such knowledgeable and top-notch professionals to make this program happen. Thank you so much again to RTI International, Association of Public Health Laboratories, SCID Angels for Life, and Expecting Health. Thank you everyone for attending our 2022 SCID Summit. This session concludes the event, and we hope you took away lots of information and inspiration out of the last 2 days. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you at the next IDF or SCID Compass event. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much.